side of things.
Yeah, I've heard it's been getting crazy over there too. I love it. But looks like right here we've got some of the locals. I believe Ech0 is up. That is one of the Absas I've actually been coaching recently. And she's been improving a ton. And also was part of they did like a players coaches event here in PNW. And she was part of it and improved a ton thanks to the help from Pikmon and Cathal, I believe.
All right, well, we're going to be moving into Ethereum Forest right now. We see Absa. Lentini gave me a quick guideline before we started our block. He was like, Absa doesn't work, so if she loses, that's why.
She just can't do it.
And I'm like, okay, listen, I trust Lentini with my life. So let's hope that Raven finds something different to bring to the table.
Yeah, this is a tough matchup too. So I'm very curious to see how she does. I know she's been working on this one quite a bit, and you really just got to take your hits when they come. And this stage in particular is so good for Absa. I absolutely love it. Those close side blast ones go really long way, but it doesn't matter because we're killing off the top anyway. Love that.
Yeah, Absa does a phenomenal job at chasing down, especially in the air, whereas Ech0 needs to find a little bit more of a ground approach. Of course, Glaring can challenge in the air, but it can be a little dicey when you have a properly set up Absa. Specifically, there's a cloud looming about.
Yeah, the cloud or the double jump cancels can really throw you off guard too. That can be really, really scary because even if you like trade with something like sweet spot of opposite forward air, you can just explode. You got to be really respectful of that. And I really like the way Raven is mixing up their recoveries right now. This is awesome to see. They're really making this stock last as long as possible and just barely Ech0 missed that. Oh my God.
Careful here. Great recovery. Sipping and sapping, making sure that the recovery is at least different. But there you go. Again, challenged in the air where Glaring doesn't shine as much, at least compared to Absa, but she still finds success to take that stock that will translate into a very beautiful tech chain into the confirm in the air.
Oh my God,
that's a lot of damage, and that's yet another stock. Great stuff from Raven.
Wow, that was textbook right there, catching all the options and even catching their double jump throughout that. Beautiful play right there. Very excited to see how Ech0 kind of responds to this, but it looks like Raven is just completely in the driver's seat right now. Oh, wait, we're still going? There? Fair? Oh, barely missing it. There again.
That's fine. Good
pressure. Is so cool. This weekend, we have so many amazing Absas, including Ant, the best Absa. You can feel it in the room that all the Absas are like, maybe we can do it.
Is this a PNW thing?
They love their floaties, yeah. They love their floaties. And there we go, Raven taking the game pretty dominantly, too.
Right. And Ech0 actually like just shaking it off, like that was a weird smile frown, you know? Like
it's like, okay.
It's
a little tough, I didn't expect that.
I get it, I'll lock in, and after all, Glaring does need a lot of lock in to be done.
Absolutely.
The precision needs to be clean, needs to be as accurate as possible, and of course, Absa can get in the way with her floatiness and just how mobile she is in the air. Yeah,
there's a big thing that a lot of people don't talk about enough, which is the idea that like, you have to kind of learn how to combo Absa uniquely. Very similar to someone like Olympia, who's like a super fast faller and pretty lightweight as well. Absa is like the polar opposite. And so even a character like Glaring, who has a lot of amazing confirms, you have to follow the right kind of routes with fighting someone so floaty, or you won't be able to ever get those stocks. And we kind of saw that happening at the end there, where Ech0 was getting frustrated and trying to just like throw those F smashes out, hoping they just worked. You know what I mean?
Yeah, now in Rockwall, those platforms will allow for a little bit of extra chase down in the air, which I think it's extremely scary. After all, we've seen what Raven has been doing. She's been playing phenomenally once again, getting the most out of the chase down on the right side of Rockwall.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing there is, you know, again, we got shown an opportunity where like these close blast zones are being abused so much more by Absa than by Glaring, and they're both really seeing how it's getting utilized effectively enough. And there it is again, dropping that confirm, where against a fast faller, that down air probably linked, but against someone so floaty like Absa, you're not going to get it. And you see the discomfort right now from Ech0.
Yeah, even though Ech0's still not too far behind. Yeah, a bit of
very nice.
Sells the eye there, but still managed to take that stock early on, saving a little bit of the damage that Raven was putting out. Still low percentages means that Absa has a free playground to just be innovative, be aggressive, and get a very good yield. In result, unfortunately, that was not the case. They go back into fighting for the center of stage.
Yep, I really like that Raven is putting themselves underneath the platform and being like, how do you want to deal with this? Just throwing out the cloud, trying to bait a reaction, and then effectively responding like on reaction. I really, really like it a lot. Oh, the pressure is definitely on. Ech0 is really on the back foot here, trying to find a good hit. They kind of lost a little bit of steam, it looks like.
I also like in this matchup specifically how Raven, and this is something that Raven has been taking advantage of, sometimes you're getting used to a Claren playing around the spacing, but in this case, Raven can't challenge that to some very successful degree. Not going for that downer could have been devastating
that
instead.
Was so close.
Yeah, instead it was super scary though. Still, the damage keeps piling up, and that's enough to take a stock.
And there's that side blast zone yet again, just clearing that stock super early and effectively. This is really interesting a little bit. You know, Ech0 did bring it back really quick last time, but it looks like Raven is definitely coming with a bit of a plan, but maybe it's enough. There's that floatiness coming in. Oh, great coverage right there with the good old tick-tick. And that is going to combo. Forward throw is super good against the floaties.
Good confirm, as was expected for a good Claren. Needs to get the most out of them. Beautiful, the 1-2 just to reset that situation in the air and to follow through. Raven doing a really good job at just being careful enough, but being ready to either commit and punish effectively every time she gets the right read.
Oh, the rinse and repeat has begun, and there we go. A quick little mix-up and doing a little nair drag down to catch them off guard, and was able to take that game pretty comfortably yet again. It was closer, but Raven definitely had control yet again at the end of that game. I'm very curious what kind of stage we're going to pick, or if we're just going to try to run it back again.
Yeah, at this point, things are getting scary for Ech0, because I honestly think this Claren has been playing really well, but it's just getting used to the floatiness of Absa, just how Raven is adapting really well and changing a lot of her patterns so she doesn't become predictable, which is something that you really have to do against a Claren, where they basically thrive off consistency.
Absolutely, yeah. Something I really like out the gate is Ech0 is opting to use way more nairs and grabs, and I think it's a really great way to address the space that Absa is kind of existing in, especially when you, the clan, are at low percent. But right here, Raven finally getting past that floor hug grab percent, and let's see what we can build off of this. Oh man, we are immediately playing around. That down strong is crazy.
Love it. That was millimetrical, and still Raven got away with it. Not punishing after it, but at least getting a very good read out of Ech0's attempt to punish.
Setting almost like a precedent. It's like, hey, do that again, and I'm going to get you. I'm ready for it. All right, where are we going? We make it back on stage. 1-zip. I love that mix-up. And there's that nair I've been talking about. And that is just enough to take it.
Also, I need to point out how Raven stood her ground by the ledge, which is something that can be scary against a Claren. You know the one tipper will be enough to take you, and she still feels comfortable enough, or at least forcing Ech0 into be like, okay, you want to break that distance? Well, I'm ready. Come get it.
Oh, and just there, you know, what you're just saying, where it's like she's willing to take that fight because she knows it's a lot easier to find the kills for her than it is for Ech0 right now. And so even though she's a little behind her now, the confidence is definitely still flowing. We just kind of got to get some tempo going in our favor again, and this could be it. Ooh, barely falling up, but getting the regrab.
Love the chase downs on the platforms as well. This is something that Ech0 certainly is struggling with, and Raven is getting away with it, honestly. Just great pressure, safe pressure as well to some degree, something that Ech0 with Claren can't challenge, at least not directly.
Oh, forcing the DI in there at the ledge, scaring them, and doesn't get the confirm, but again, setting a precedent where if they get to recreate a scenario like that, we could see something real scary coming. What a double jump fair. Barely missing that nair on shield though.
Nice.
Barely dropping it again. Oh, this is so scary. Raven's trying to end this set right now, and you can feel it. It's palpable.
Love it. Just Raven waiting also for the spot dodges, knowing that she can get so much out of them if they connect. Ech0 playing with the distance. The spacing is not right, but it's very close to Gods. Has to be very scary. And both of them fishing for the finishing blows. It's an up air that catches it.
I love this right now. And again, it's like we've seen Raven bring this all the way back now yet again. And now we're at that percent window where like there are no hard confirms. We got to find a good clean hit like that. Ech0 with a great call out on that down strong. Even Steven on this last stock now, but Raven immediately taking the tempo here. Right under that plat yet again. What do we do? How do you solve my riddle?
Yeah, definitely. Mixing in how they go into their defenses has been a challenge for Ech0, but I think at least in this last stock situation, they found a good groove, a good opportunity to start racking up damage, which is not a lot, but definitely works out, especially once he figures out a way to get, that could be it. That is.
Beat him to
there you go. And reversal opportunity for Claren.
Very nice job right there from Ech0, making their way all the way back before Raven could. But we're at a pretty scary percent now where we can't afford to get hit by any of these F-tilts or any more of these fairs. Let's see, getting back on the stage. And down air into back air.
That was clean.
That hit stun was so long.
That was clean.
Great stuff. Good stuff. I'm proud of you.
That was super clean.
That was beautiful. Love it.
Absolutely love to see it. You could tell that Raven felt comfortable all through and through. She was, I don't want to say innovating, but she was playing to the strengths of Absa quite a lot. So Lentini, you're wrong. You
she
just
can do it.
Yeah.
And
you can't.
Yeah. He said it to me yesterday, and I was like, look inwards. Great. So that was a beautiful first set. I love that. I love that. And again, one of the locals here in PNW really just showing up and being like, hey, you're on my turf. Let's go.
Yeah, these kinds of victories just do so much for your mental.
Yes.
And as a